Hello, Rowan Mithril here once again. Rowan from the future, for those that are watching the shorter Mega Man 6 list. For those watching the full chronological list of perfect runs, well, we're pretty much up to speed. Before we actually go to another Fortress stage, though, there's a bit of unfinished business to take care of. So, we're going back to Flame Man stage. Yes, we're doing another perfect run of this stage. So this issue largely came up due to Mr. X Stage 3. In that particular stage, there are a lot of Pookers, and I was able to get past them using very precise jumping methods, rather than having to use charge shots to take most of them out. After completing that stage, it was brought to my attention that that was possible here in Flame Man stage as well. But in the original Perfect Run, I did just destroy some I didn't really have to. So, we're gonna go back and do this the right way. It perhaps changes things just enough to where I felt like a redo was necessary. So here we go. A precise jump, and we're good. This one's easy enough. This one, though, I do actually need to take it out, just for the height. Proof of concept, jumping from the oil, I can't quite get the height I need. This one, it's just too in the way. There's no way past it. Plus, I kinda need the height to take out those fire tellies. If I wasn't able to take them down, they would have set the oil on fire, and I would have had to take that one out. I would have needed it for safe passage. Here again, though, I just need the height. And with that, well, we're past all the Pookers in this stage. So, from here, it's pretty much just bog standard getting through Flame Man stage. A room full of cannons, no biggie. So, moving on. More fire everywhere. Just as always, be careful not to land in the fire because it is painful instant death. I do want that E-Tank, though. A little bit tense there, but it is still very doable. Just have to be really careful about getting around the spine analogs. And with that, it's rematch time. Once more, time to fight Flame Man. This fight still feels very much like a reaction battle. Generally, you want to keep about half, maybe a little more of the screen between you and Flame Man, in case he does the Fire Pillar attack. It gives you more room to dodge. Basically, you want to make sure you land right after the third pillar. There's a bit of a wider gap there. It's a little safer to land there. It can still feel a bit tense, though. Just making sure you react right. With a fireball attack, just don't overestimate their speed. It's very easy to think they're going faster than they are, and thus land on one coming back down from a jump. I'm not sure if there's anything that in particular triggers which move he uses. Obviously, if we could just get him to use fireballs repeatedly, that'd be nice, because then you can attack him more. The fire pillars blocking your shots, they do drag this fight out a bit more than it feels like it needs to be. But there we go. Flame Man is down again. And we've done it right this time. No charge shots unless absolutely necessary to take out certain Pookers. At least we spared more of them than last time. And thus, once more, we claim the Flame Blast. And the Rush Dog suit that you're going to have to use a lot in late game because dog. So that's pretty much it. So perhaps a little trickier, but not terribly bad. Let's talk a bit more in depth. And so we've cleared this stage in a somewhat more Pooker-friendly way. But the question now is, did it really do much for the stage rating? Well, going back to the original ranking, I gave Flame Man a 5 out of 10. The reasoning was pretty much all Flame Man himself. He's a robot master that can keep you on your toes. You have to really watch your timing against him. It can be easy to panic and react to the wrong attack. For instance, jumping because you're expecting you might have to ready yourself to dodge fire pillars, and instead jumping right into a slow-moving fireball. the stage itself, it didn't really factor into things too much. So, adding the precise jumps around Pookers? Really, I don't think it adds that much here. Unlike Mr. X Stage 3, the Pookers are a pretty minor part of this stage. There's only one room with them, and a relative few that you actually have to just try to dodge around for this rule set. Thus, it doesn't become the major issue of the stage like it did in Mr. X Stage 3. As it stands, most of my failures at trying to record this secondary run were again at Flameman himself. Relatively few there, but he still can catch you off guard, and he's still the main cause of failure for this stage. I only had one failure involving Pookers and precise dodging thereof. And, well, here they are now. This one feels a lot more exacting, though. And that was before I figured out the safer way of precisely aligning myself, getting against that wall and just barely tapping right. So, basically, just as before, the stage isn't particularly all that bad, and Flameman is the major issue, so I don't really feel like the difficulty particularly changed in my eyes, so still a 5 for Flameman. Now, this particular factor of having Pookers around, I don't think I have any other stages I have to redo thanks to them. The only other stage that had them was Centaur Man, and there they were positioned to where you had to shoot them to get by. So with that, that's the end for this one. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're watching the shorter Mega Man 6 list, we now return you to your regularly scheduled Past Dragon. And if you're watching the full list, see you next time as we head for, that guy's castle that we're totally not supposed to know about. Either way, see you next time, and until then, fare thee well.